A bad light fixture may be the cause of a fire that damaged a party supply warehouse in South Haven. It wasn't the flaming disaster that you might expect to see when an old warehouse catches fire, but it still took 10 fire departments to actually put this blaze out. 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey explains why.
This is a textbook case as to why it takes so many firefighters to put out what doesn't look like such a big deal. Take a look. This is the equipment they were wearing. Turnout gear, helmet, air mask, and bottle. That's about 50 pounds worth of equipment. And then they have to lug 20-pound chainsaws up ladders to get to the roof.
Out of the 40,000 square foot building with about 8 different rooms, we've got it contained to one room.
But add up the weight, the work, and the weather, and even a fire that starts in one room can become a challenge for tired firefighters. Small communities like South Haven rely on some full-time but mostly part-time firefighters. So when it comes to daytime fires, it's tough to get a lot of people on the scene because many of the part-timers are working their normal jobs. So they start calling in neighbors. This fire went to 4 alarms in firefighter lingo. That's 8 fire engines and 4 ladder trucks and 50 to 60 firefighters from neighboring communities.
It wasn't a large area where we needed massive amounts of water. This is the type of fire where we need massive amount of people.
The biggest problem was up top. The fire burned between 2 layers of the roof. What may sound like a simple task of pointing a hose at a fire and putting it out became a whole lot more difficult. Crews had to stop the spread of the fire first by cutting trenches in the roof.
It's almost like in a wildfire where you cut a path to stop the fire. Same thing on the roof.
Then peel back layer by layer to get at the flames. Now, most of the neighboring crews were allowed to go home about 2:30 this afternoon, but the South Haven Fire Chief says his people will remain on scene throughout the afternoon, getting out the hot spots. In South Haven, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.